Hi, it's Megan. I'm trying to work my way through reviewing the Makeup Forever new artist shadows that are in my 30-year kit. And it's not so easy because 30 shadows is a lot to put on one video. So I did one video where I just kind of went through it really quickly, and I'll put a link to that in the description to this video. But this video is just talking about the smoky row. And I'm going to put swatches. At the beginning I always talk a lot, so I'm going to put outdoor swatches there so you can see them. But as I play with this more and more, I kind of learn a little bit what I think about the shadows, kind of get some of the nuances. First of all, these shadows are among the best shadows I've ever seen. I'm new to the brand, so I don't really have a history. I can't put them in context with Makeup Forever. I have one Makeup Forever eyeshadow from before, the old formula, and I really love that one, but it's just one. So these are $21 for 0.07 ounces. There's 210 shades, some of which are labeled blush, and they can be used as a blush or an eyeshadow, except they're not approved to be used as an eyeshadow. Some of the colors here in the United States, so like the purples and some of the fuchsias and whatnot, are not approved to be used as eyeshadows. These are made in Italy. It's a French company. Our standards in the United States are a little bit stricter than some other standards, so it's kind of up to everyone whether they want to do that or not. And then you also get a discount if you buy a couple of these. They have different size palettes, so you get a different discount just depending on how many you get. But I got the 30-year palette because. And so this is the Smoky Eye set of 10. And like I said, I'd done a longer video where I just went through it really quickly, and now I'm going to try to go through it not quite as quickly, give you a little bit more detail. So this has a lot of metallic. It has a few mattes, a lot of metallics. It has a diamond and iridescent. And I've kind of tried to figure out what the difference between the different formulas are. So mattes are obviously mattes. And I've read a lot of people complaining that a lot of mattes these days are more satin mattes as opposed to mattes. I can't tell the difference between satin matte and matte. To me, they look matte. The diamond has visible sparkles in it. These metallics, I have mixed feelings about metallics. I have a warm undertone to my skin, and something too metallic can look a little too cool toned for me. So these have kind of a metallic shimmer to them, a sheen, but they're not so metallic that I can't wear them, which is a good thing. And then the iridescent are just like, if you look at a spectrum, they're not quite at the metallic, but they have that same kind of even sheen as opposed to the diamond, which have the visible sparkles in it. So on my lid, I did a look. I'll just tell you what I did first, then I'll go through these. I did a look that basically used the shadows I wanted to use and just tried to make it work. So I did a green right in here, and I'll go through that. I did one that's called Pinky Earth down under here, and then I did on the outer corner one that I really love, which is called Black Gold in the outer. And then I did one called Black Diamond, just kind of out in the crease and a little bit in the eye, and then I used a black liner on the waterline. So what do I think? First of all, these are like the most perfect shadows ever. I think I said that already. They're super creamy. They say it's a gel powder formula infused with ultrafine pigments, and I've very rarely seen shadows this pigmented, this smooth, this blendable. For the most part, to do a liner, and I've been playing around with these for a couple days now, so I'm learning them better. To play around with a liner, I don't need to wet these shadows, and they last 8, 9, 10 hours without a primer. I don't need a primer with these. I feel like a couple brands really upped their shadows this year, and this is just beautiful. Because they're so blendable, they're a little harder to show on camera because they blend in so easily. Like, you can't see the visible lines between the shadows that easily, which is kind of odd. Anyway, let's go through them. So the first one, and I'm going to have to stop this because I forgot to bring a wipe. This is the Black Matte. It's M100. And this is just a really rich black. Really, really dark. So these are one swipe of the finger, one swipe of the finger. Again, these are so pigmented, you almost can't get a great pigment from them. I really like this black. I did this as a liner up here, and I just dotted it on, and you can see that it's still a really great liner. But it blends. And with black, what's so great about it in the smoky eye, oh, I'm doing the smoky eye, I think I said that, smoky eye palette. What's great about a matte black is that you can like put it in the crease, you can put it anywhere just to darken the look. The next one I love, this one right here, this is D104 Black Diamond. So here you can see the visible sparkles, and to me this looks like an oil slick. They're both equally dark, super rich blacks. Again, one swipe and you can just see how dark it goes on. And it's not going to show inside, but I think it shows in the outdoor swatches. You can actually see visible sparkles in this. The next one is ME, which means metallics. We had first a matte, then a diamond. ME is metallic, and this is 310 Fir Tree Green. The smoky ones here overall remind me a little bit of the Urban Decay Black palette, where they took colors and they kind of blackened them, if that makes sense. So there's like a little bit of a black to each one of them. So you can see right here, it's a very black fir green, kind of a forest green. And I did put that on the inner part of my lid here, and you can see as applied, it really looks like a blackened green more than just a plain green. I'm gonna have to clean this off in a second, but we'll keep going for one more minute. That was a diamond, but no, that was not a diamond, that was a metallic. The next one's a diamond. So the next one is D310 Golden Khaki. This one also has visible sparkles, and it's like a light to medium warm burnished gold. So there it is. And after this one, I'm gonna go get a wipe. It's like a burnished gold. Again, it's like a blackened gold, burnished gold. 1 second. I'm back with my wipe. Okay, the next one is ME, so metallic 108 steel. And for me, this is like a shark blue-gray metallic. I wore this the other day on my lids, and I just loved it. I think this is going to be one of my favorites in the whole palette, but it's probably better on blue eyes than any other color. But again, you can see it's got that metallic sheen, but not so metallic that it's like blinding. I don't like too metallic. The next one, ME624 Black Gold. This is another one of my favorites. I mean, I really like a lot of these. So when I say favorites, I'm going to do a favorites video when I'm done going through the whole palette. I'm going to do one for the smoky, one for the neutral, one for the artistic. But every time I go through, I'm like, oh wow, I love this. Oh wow, I love this. I really like these shadows. So we're still a little bit unsure as to which ones will be my real favorites. This one right here, this is like a black gold, is what they call it. To me, this looks brown because, but I get what they say. It looks brownish black because of the gold in it. And you can almost see the little gold bits, but it has a smooth finish that really does look like a black gold or super deep brown. The next one is M618, and in the earlier video I did, I'm going to sneeze, hopefully not, I had said this was one of the weaker shades, and then I wore it yesterday, and I realized I was wrong. It's like, you know, you wear these things, you start realizing. So this is it. And so you can see the difference between the blackened gold and the brown. And this is a warm espresso, kind of a medium warm cocoa brown. It blends beautifully. I had worn this mixed in with the neutral colors in the crease, and it was just so pretty. And it's a great liner too. It applies beautifully. It's just not, it doesn't, there's so much competition. It's hard to stand out in this group. The next one is ME, so metallic 930. They call it black purple. And again, this is a blackened, it's a true purple. It's not like a plum or anything, I think. But again, blackened. This is a great smoky eye kind of thing for people who need to add a little color to their smoky eye. I sometimes really actually do need to add a little color because just the pure black can look a little harsh, and so it's a really pretty color. The next one, ME654, they call it Cauldron. It's a rich copper right here. It's not going to show so much on my finger. And this is lighter than a lot of the other shades here, but it's a very warm, burnished copper color. I had used this in the earlier video on my lids, and one thing that's nice about a lot of these colors is just how they kind of go on the same spectrum from another one. So they just, like, you put one on and you blend it with the next darker color, and it's so pretty. Iridescent 606. So of the 10 in the smoky palette layer, This is the only one that's iridescent. This is called Pinky Earth. It's a red-brown, and it does have a lighter sheen than a lot of the metallics. And it really is, it's more red than brown, but it's like a red-brown. It really fits the bill. It's not even like a terracotta color. It really is just a red-brown. It's a good description. Maybe almost a pinky red-brown. So that is the 10 shadows in the smoky layer, and I'm just blown away by these. So next I will do the neutrals. If you have comments, if you have colors that I need to get, please let me know. Like I said, I think it's been a great year for shadows. These have blown me away anyway. They're just so amazing and pigmented and rich and blendable and beautiful. So if you have colors that you think I absolutely have to get, let me know. Please subscribe on YouTube. And then I have a new novel, Escape, which is a terrorist novel. If you like that, please get it. If you don't, please don't. And I think I said it all.